sweet and fine. We have completed up to chapter number 3, Gopal and the Hilsa fish. Now our next chapter, it is also very interesting, right? And the name of the chapter is The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom, and it is written by William Elliot Griffiths, right? Let's read the summary of this chapter. So this chapter is about one couple, old couple. They didn't have any child and they lived in Japan, and they had one pet dog and its name is Muko. Right? Now let's read the summary of the chapter. In the 19th century Japan, there lived an old couple. Their only companion was a little pet dog named Muko. It is about 19th century and it is in Japan. There lived one old couple and their only companion was their pet, and the name of pet dog was Muko. They loved it as if their baby. They gave it pieces of fish and boiled rice to eat. They loved the pet dog as it was their own child, and they feed it. They gave fish and boiled rice to eat. Muko also loved its noble master, and that pet dog Muko, it also loved his master very well. The old man was a rice farmer. He worked hard with spade from dawn till dusk. And the old man, right, he was a rice farmer. He grew rice in his farm and he worked very hard from dawn to dusk, means from morning to evening. Muko followed him every day to the field. It did not attack the white heron bird which used to kill callworms. And every day Muko followed the old farmer to his field. And even on the way, there some heron birds were there. Right? Heron birds, they kill the worms which spoil the corns. So at that time, the dog, right, Muko followed the old farmer to his field, but he never attacked to the bird's heron. The farmer was kind to all the living creatures, and the old farmer, he was very kind to all the living creatures. One day the dog came running to its master. It motioned him to some place behind. The old man followed Muko to the place where it began to scratch. Now one day what happened? That Muko came near the farmer, old man, and he motioned him to some place behind. Means उसको कोई जगह पे खींच के पीछे ले गया. The old man followed Muko to the place, right? And old man followed Muko, and where it begins to scratch, the place where Muko took this old farmer, right? That place Muko started scratching. उसके paw से वो scratch करने लगा. The old man used his hoe to dig the earth. Now old man come to know what Muko want to tell, because he was continuously scratching the ground. So old man with his hoe dug the field. He found a lot of gold there. The old couple became rich. And what happened as the farmer dug the ground with hoe? What he found? He found gold, right? And then they become rich. They bought land, hosted a party to their friends, and gave generously to their poor neighborhood. And as they got lot of gold, what this whole couple did, they arranged a party, right, for their friends. They purchased a land and they generously helped to the poor neighbors. In the same village there lived a wicked old man and his wife. They were unkind to all the dogs. When they heard of their neighbor's good luck, they called Muko to their garden and offered a fish. And in the same village, one greedy old couple was living. And when they heard about this story, that this old couple had got some gold from the earth, and it is because of Muko, So what they did, they called Mukko to their place. And they were always unkind to the dogs. They hoped that Mukko would find treasure for them also. And they offered fish to eat to Mukko because they hoped that Mukko will find treasure for them also. But Mukko refused to eat any fish. The dog took them to the pine tree in the garden. The greedy old fool danced with joy. But Mukko refused to eat the fish, and he took the greedy couple to near the pine tree, right? And the greedy old fool danced with joy, and that greedy old person started dancing with joy. He began to dig, but he found only a dead cat in the bed. And he began to dig the earth, but what he found only a dead cat. In a fit of anger, he beat Mukko to death. And what happened? And now he became very angry because he thought that when he will dug the ground, he will get the gold. He will get gold, but he didn't get gold. But what he found only a dead cat. So he became very angry, right? And he started beating Mukko to death. मर जाए तब तक उसको मारा. The owners of Mukko mourned for their pet. Now the old couple, when they heard about Mukko's death, they mourned like anything. They mourned like that their own son was dead. They put flowers and water on its tomb. And what the old couple did, they kept flowers, they water on its tomb. उसके tomb के ऊपर water रखा. That night the spirit of Mukko appeared to the old farmer in a dream. And what happened that night? Mukko appeared in a dream of that old farmer. It asked him to cut down the pine tree over its graves, make it a mortar for a rice pastry and milk for his bean sauce. And in the dream, what Mukko told to that old farmer to cut the pine tree, right? On its graves, means जहाँ पे उसको दफन किया था, वहाँ पे उस जगह के वो ट्री है उसको कट करो. And make a mortar for rice pastry. That make a mortar to make rice pastry, and a mill for his bean sauce, and to make a mill, machine type, hand machine, to make a bean sauce. Soon the old farmer made a hollow place in the tree trunk, and as it was dreamed, and as Mukko came in the dream and he suggested to do all this thing, old farmer he made a hollow in the tree trunk. He with his wife made a hammer of wood for pounding the rice. And what he made? A hammer for pounding rice. For pounding the rice means hammer बनाया rice को कूटने के लिए, right? इसको small, एकदम small pastry जैसा बनाने के लिए, right? They baked the pastry and suddenly the whole mass changed into gold coins. And then what happened? As the old farmer made a hammer for rice, pounding rice, and as he pounded the rice, he made rice pastry. So what happened? That suddenly the pastry turns into the gold coins. The jealous old neighbor noticed bean sauce turning into gold. And then what the jealous neighbor, greedy neighbor, what he saw, that bean sauce, it turns into gold. The old couple become rich even more. And now the old couple, they become rich, more rich, right? So the neighbors also did the same. But their pastry and sauce turned into worms. And as the greedy couple come to know that this couple, now they become very rich, so they also try to do the same thing. They made rice, pounded the rice, made pastry and beans also, but their pastry and bean sauce turned into worms, not into the gold. But then they destroyed the mill, borrowed from the old couple and burned it. Now the greedy couple, they were very angry. They became very angry. So what they did? They burnt the mill which was made up of wood. They burnt the mill and now next what happened? The good old man had another dream. The spirit of their pet dog told him to take the ashes of the mill and spread it on the withered pine trees. Now next day again, means next night, again the spirit of the dog appeared to the old man's dream, and what he told to take the ashes of that burnt mill and spread it on the withered tree, and he assured him that they would bloom again. And now the dog assured to the old couple that when he will spread the ash on the withered pine tree, it will definitely bloom. The old man brought some ashes of mill. He spread a pinch of it on the cherry tree. The tree was covered with blossoms. And as it is informed by the spirit of the dog, the old man collected some ashes of the meal and he spread it on the cherry tree, and within few minutes it was blossomed. The greedy big couple gathered the remaining ash of the wooden mill. Now again the greedy couple come to know about this, so they collect the remaining ashes was there, so they collected that ash. The wealthy landlord of the village was passed by that road. According to the custom, all the people had to shut up their high windows. Now at that time, the wealthy landlord of that village was supposed to pass over there, and there was tradition, there was rule that whenever this wealthy landlord passed from the road, everyone had to close their windows and nobody was allowed to look down on the landlord, and no one has right to look at the landlord. They also knelt upon their hands and knees until the procession passed by. And if someone was on the road at the time the landlord was passing, that person has to kneel down, right, up to the end of the procession. A tall man marched ahead, asking the people to get down on their knees. And one man who was marching the procession, right, he has to inform the people to kneel down. Old man didn't kneel down. Instead of, he scattered a bit of ashes over the withered cherry tree. But the old man didn't kneel down. But what he did, he spreaded ashes on the withered cherry tree. Suddenly it burst into blossom. The landlord got out to see the wonder. And as he spreaded ash on the withered tree, what happened? It blossomed, and this all was noticed by the landlord. Right? He thanked the man, offered him presents, and also invited him to the castle. And the landlord he was very happy now to see the cherry tree was blossom, and he invited the old man to the castle and given him some presents. When the greedy neighbor heard of it, he also took the magic ashes to the highway. Now again the greedy person, he took the ashes to the highway. He waited until the landlord's train came along, and instead of kneeling down like the crowd, he climbed a withered cherry tree. And what happened? That greedy person, old farmer, he was on the way, and when he saw that landlord's train is coming, he didn't kneel down like others, but what he did, he climbed a withered tree. What he did? He climbed a withered cherry tree. When the landlord was directly under him, he threw a handful of ash over him. And when the landlord was under the tree, and what did that greedy person did? He threw handful of ash lordship, right? But a handful of ash over him. But the tree showed no change. The dust rather blew into the nose and eyes of his lordship. But as he spreaded ash on the withered tree, it doesn't show any changes, right? But the ashes blew into the eyes and nose of the landlord, right? The man who was escorting the lord dragged the greedy man from the tree and threw him into the ditch. Now the one tall person always escort the landlord. As he saw all these things, he dragged the greedy person, right, from the tree and threw him into the ditch. He also beat him soundly, and the person beat the greedy neighbor soundly. Very nicely he beat him. The greedy man thus died in the mud, and the greedy person died in the mud. The kind owner of Muko lived happily to a green old age, and the kind old farmer, he lived happily there. Thank you, students.
आभार।